Hello everyone! Welcome to 2022. Today I'm going to be talking about my plans and goals for the upcoming year. So I always at the beginning of the year set out like a list of books I want to read, and you know, sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. So some of these books are a little bit of a carryover from last year, and that's okay. I'll get them read this time. So I have a stack of books I'd like to read, and this is not all of the books I want to read this year, but it's a good place to start. So I feel like if I get all of these books read this year, I will have succeeded. And then if I get more, bonus. The first book that I actually want to finish, I'm about halfway through, is Practical Solitary Magic. My ring light is not letting you see that. Practical Solitary Magic by Nancy B. Watson. And this is a really great book for people who want to practice witchcraft without like a deity aspect. If you're atheist or agnostic or what have you, that's what this book talks about. It does talk about, you know, how to work with deities in the context of it, but it also talks about how to just do the workings in this book without having to rely on any type of deity or spirit or, you know, anything in that realm. So it's a really versatile book for anybody that's interested in learning how to be a solitary practitioner of any type of craft. My current read is actually really captivating and exciting. It's Wild Magic, Celtic Folk Traditions for the Solitary Practitioner by Danu. And it's got this beautiful cover. It's not super thick. I'm already about a fourth of the way through. It's really interesting. It's talking all about the Celtic folk magic traditions. The first chapter was devoted to working with the Fae, and now I'm on chapter 2, which is all about working with the element of earth. And it's going to go through each 4 elements and all of that. And it talks about you know, deities that are really central to the folk practice. I'm very interested in working with Cernunnos and Ceridwen, so those 2 deities are covered in this book, and I'm really excited about it. The next book on my to-read list this year is by Oak, Ash, and Thorn by DJ Conway, Modern Celtic Shamanism. And there are some people that will tell you Celtic Shamanism is just druidry, and I'm like, cool, that sounds good. I found this book in my local metaphysical shop, Walking the Wheel of the Year, Reroot in Nature, Reconnect Your Soul by Emma Jane Cross. This is a pretty new book as well. I think it was published in 2020. I've already read one book on the Wheel of the Year called The Year of the Witch. I don't know, I'll link it down below. Because I'm blanking on the author's name, but it was phenomenal. I got The Horned God of Witches. Again, researching Cernunnos and all of the aspects and iterations of that deity, since there is so little known about Cernunnos. I feel like I've discovered some information on my own through meditation and through signs I've received, but I really want to find all of the academic information that I can get my hands on as well, which there's not much. That one is by Jason Mankey, and it's got a really cool cover. A lot of people went nuts about this book, and I ordered it and I started reading it, and then I had to put it down for various reasons. So this year I'm going to finish Psychic Witch. I'm going to read Caradwyn, Celtic Goddess of Inspiration by Christopher Hughes. And again, this kind of goes hand in hand with the Cernunnos thing, and just diving a little bit more into that Celtic paganism. I feel like these are the two deities that I am drawn to the most. I picked this little book up at Five Below, and I know. But you know what? There's actually some really good books there that they just sell at a discount. So this is Chakras and Self-Care by Ambi Kavanagh. So chakras is something else I've been wanting to dive a little deeper into, so this is my book for that. And then lastly, I have an ebook that it's not witchy. It was written by the anthropologist Margaret A. Murray, and it's the God of the Witches, which talks about what she called Cernunnos and the origins of that. And it's kind of a deep dive in that from an anthropological standpoint. And it was written in the early part of the 20th century, so it is a little bit of a slog. But I figured if I put it on my phone, I can just read through it while I'm in a waiting room, and I'll get through it. I will get through it this year. So those are my books I want to read. I got a really fun planner for 2022. I added like the sparkly glitter myself, but I just really liked this planner. It's really just simple and straightforward. It doesn't have a ton of stuff in it. It's got all the Sabbats, it's got the full moons and the new moons. And then it's got places for you to write down your spell work for the month. At the end of each month, there are 3 pages where you can write down, this is the spell I did, this is the moon phase I did it on, this is what happened. And I really liked that part of it. And at the beginning of each month, it has tarot card spread. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that because of my ring light. But it's tarot card spread for January, February, whatever. I don't read tarot, but I do read oracle cards, and so I'm going to be doing an oracle card pull every month at the beginning of the month, starting today. And that'll be something that I think will really help me stay focused this year. So I really liked this journal. It also, or planner rather, it also had a place in the front to write down goals. And I wrote down a lot of them. It has personal, health and fitness, financial, professional, relationships, and other. So, some of my personal goals, one thing I want to do is like redo my kitchen. I want to lose some weight, and I know everybody starts that out with the beginning of the year, but I have noticed that I am starting to have some health concerns that come with middle age. But they didn't start until I had my kid and then put on a lot of weight. So I'm going to try really hard to focus on my health this year. I also want to grow my business online, my candle business online. So I've taken this month off from marketing and making candles and everything, and I'm devoting it solely to research and to search engine optimization, or SEO. I'm devoting it solely to just learning everything I need to do, and then I'm going to hit the ground running in February and really get out there. I do have some spiritual goals. My cat just opened the curtain, so I'm sorry about the brightness all of a sudden. I do have some spiritual goals that I really want to work on this year, and the first one being, connect with and learn about my, deities more. And that's going to be the books I read, the studying I'm doing. I want to establish and maintain a daily practice, and this is something I've really been working on to do, and it's just been really hard with a toddler to make myself do that. So I'm really going to focus in on that this year. And this goal is really going to be helped by the fact that I am taking an online first degree year and a day course that's going to start up in February. And then lastly, I want to really continue to be involved with a new group that sort of popped up in the last couple of years here locally. A Facebook page was started in the middle of 2020, just kind of like, we're in a pandemic, let's connect online. And it's really brought a lot of us together that have been practicing solo. We all come from different backgrounds, we all have different belief systems, but we've kind of established a really good circle, if you will. I mean, we're not going to form a coven, that's not the goal. But the goal is to have gatherings for all of the Sabbats, gatherings for the full moons, and possibly classes or gatherings about specific topics. So that is my third spiritual goal, is to really continue to be active with that group as much as I can. So with that, be kind, be well, and I'll see you in the next one.